Hello. You may know that there's a petition on the Parliament.uk website to make LGBT conversion therapy illegal in the UK. This petition actually has four simple aims. Number one, make running conversion therapy in the UK a criminal offence. Number two, forcing people to attend said conversion therapies, make that a criminal offence. Number three, sending people abroad in order to try to convert them, make that a criminal offence. And number four, protect individuals from conversion therapy. Now, I signed this petition a few days ago, and this morning I received a government response. I'm not going to read it all out because it's quite long and written in governmentese, obviously, but let me just read out the part that I believe is really important. Conversion therapy is a very complex issue. There are a wide range of practices which may fall within its scope, and we want to ensure we have a thorough understanding of the situation in the UK to inform an effective approach. Before any decision is made on proposals for ending conversion therapy, we must understand the problem, the range of options available, and the impact they would have. The UK government is committed to ensuring all citizens feel safe and are protected from harm, and that is why we will work to deepen our understanding and consider all options for ending the practice of conversion therapy. And that comes from the Government Equalities Office. Now, this is the same government that in 2018 actually said in their LGBT action plan, we will bring forward proposals to end the practice of conversion therapy in the UK. These activities are wrong, and we are not willing to let them continue. So that was in 2018. There was an update on this in 2019. We will bring forward our proposals to end the practice of so-called conversion therapy. This is a complex issue, cutting across a number of government departments. The Government Equalities Office has commissioned additional research into this issue, building on the National LGBT Survey, and started engaging with external stakeholders in anticipation of bringing forward a formal consultation. In 2020, so this year, a question was asked in the House when the government was planning to bring forward legislative proposals to ban the practice of conversion therapy. And the answer by Victoria Atkins, who I guess is some sort of MP, attempts to cure somebody of their sexual orientation or gender identity, and the word cure is in inverted commas, otherwise known as conversion therapies, are wrong. The government will deliver on the LGBT action plan, including the commitment to end conversion therapy. This is a complex set of issues that we are taking time to get right, and we have commissioned research into the experiences of those who have been subject to this abhorrent practice. We are engaging widely before bringing forward proposals, and will set out our next steps in the coming months to ensure that the actions we take are proportionate and effective. Now, it could just be me, but I can hear the sound of long grass rustling here, as somebody in the government has decided that this conversion therapy, not a vote winner, so let's just kick it in the long grass and hope that people forget about it. And that is abysmal. For a government that is supposed to be there about protecting people, to allow conversion therapy to go ahead and say it's such a complicated issue is just a disgrace. And they should really be brought to task for this. I myself have never been through conversion therapy. I can only imagine what it's like. But I did find an article in The Guardian, and I'm just going to read out some of this to give you an idea of what conversion therapy can do to people. So the impact can be nothing short of devastating. It is thought to increase suicidal thoughts by almost 9 times. Depression, anxiety, substance abuse, loss of faith, high-risk sexual behaviours, guilt, isolation, and self-hatred are all common effects. So much for this being a really difficult issue to understand. Bizi Alimi grew up in a mixed Christian-Muslim family in Lagos, Nigeria, and became a born-again Christian at the age of 15. As soon as I thought I might be gay, I felt it was wrong, he says. When 2 friends suggested he got help, he agreed to tell a pastor. They were trying to help me, to be fair to them, he said, beginning to cry. They love me. The conversion therapy lasted 7 days, during which Alimi, then 17, was locked in a dark room and made to fast and pray around the clock. I'm not allowed to eat anything or go out, he says, slipping into the present tense. I only have access to water and olive oil for anointing. The pastors are praying with me all night. I'm being constantly reminded of what happens to people like me in hell. 2 weeks later, Alimi made his first suicide attempt. I became destroyed, he says. How did he manage to walk away? I'm not sure I ever walked away, he says quietly. I'm married now to a man, but I still have flashbacks. This is the therapy that the government is saying is difficult to understand. Hundreds of people suffer from this around the world every day. Young lives are destroyed by conversion therapy. The government are just simply ignoring this because it probably isn't something they think is important. The gays don't vote for the Tories, therefore they don't need to worry about it. I just really believe that they are wrong in this. Now, this morning when I received the response from the government, the petition online had just over 71,000. I'm looking at it now and it's on 73,000 signatures. If it gets to 100,000, then it will probably be discussed on the floor of the House of Commons. And that's where this should be. Nobody should be able to hide behind some stupid, banal press statement that says, we're looking into it, we've appointed a commission to talk to someone about it, we'll come back to you in a little while. It's not a problem, what's the rush? Conversion therapy kills. Conversion therapy should be illegal, and the people who do perform conversion therapy should be treated as the criminals they are. In any other walk of life, if I was to go out and destroy somebody and murder them or set them up for suicide, I would be liable. They should be liable. They should be punished. Conversion therapy kills. Remember that. It ruins lives. And I would ask you sincerely and with all my heart to sign the petition and get the government to do some action. You'll find a link to the petition just underneath this, and please read up on conversion therapy. Don't just take my word for it. Don't just take an article from the Guardian. There's so much evidence out there about the effects of it. So please sign the petition and let's make sure the government takes some action. Thanks for listening.